Hi folks, JD here again. Apologies for the not so good quality. I'm recording this on my iPhone microphone. So I have been posting recently about two apps which I've been working on. One based on the PCP HP calculator spreadsheet, which many of you have kindly purchased, and also the newer electric vehicle salary sacrifice spreadsheet. And then I thought, you know what, I'm going to combine these into one app. So everything is under one roof, if you like. And so anyone who purchases this app down the line will get both. I need to work out the pricing for that. I am going to offer the app at a discount rate to anybody who's already kindly purchased either of the spreadsheets. But the nice thing about having an app is hopefully I can just push updates to it, which means as long as you just check for updates now and again, you'll get up-to-date spreadsheets without me needing to email spreadsheets all the time. So very, very quickly, I'm just going to go through some of the basics. It's still not quite there, but it's getting there. So it's very similar to the spreadsheet. So you've got different tabs along the bottom. So the first tab is PCP HP1 calculator. So this is just the same as before, where you want to compare up to two different deals. So let's say you're looking at a car at 24,999 and you're going to put in £500 deposit, and the dealer's also offering £500 deposit. So it tells what our total finance is. We can enter 0 for an HP or a value for a guaranteed future value on a PCP. So let's say, I don't know, it's £12,000 guaranteed future value. Let's say there's a tenner option to purchase fee. Doesn't really matter, it's very negligible. And let's say we're going to start on the 1st of May. So we can put a date in. Quoted APR, let's say they're quoting, I don't know, 5.9, and it's a 36 equal payment agreement. So 36. Remember, if it was a 35 plus 1, so 36 where the guaranteed future value is, you would need to enter 35 there. Okay, so it tells us there, look, that our monthly payment is £422.57 and the total cost over the term is £28,000. Okay. If we go to PCP2, let me just have a look at this. Yeah, if we go to PCP2, we can then compare another deal. So let's say it was 25,999 another dealer. We're putting the same deposits in, but let's say their rate, let's say the guaranteed future value was slightly different. So let's say, I don't know, I can't remember what I said before, but let's say it's 11,000 and option to purchase fee is 10 quid. We're going to start on the same date, so 1st of May. Okay, and quoted APR this time is 6.9. And it's the same term, so 36 months. And then we can go to our comparison, and it will tell us there, look, that the first one is £422.57 a month, and the second one is £493.14 a month, so we're going to save £70 a month, or £2,500 over the term, okay? I've got an incentive tab. Now, I haven't really talked much about this for a while on the channel, but often dealers might say, if you take our finance, and as long as you run it for X months, we will give you an incentive, and then you can settle that finance and keep the incentive. So let's say that they're going to offer us a, I don't know, a service back at £499. We can have it for free if we take their finance. And they've said, and this is a grey area, I don't know if this is actually true, I've cancelled finance far earlier than dealers have suggested you need to run them for, but let's say they said, right, if you keep our finance for 6 months, you can keep the incentive. So we'll put 6 months in there, and it will tell us there, look, that we've paid £2,500 on our, this is related to the first tab. It looks at what the settlement on the agreement would be at that point after 6 months, and it tells us how much that incentive has really cost us. And you can see in this example, the cost of the incentive has actually cost us £367 more than it would have done to just not use their finance and buy the incentive for ourselves. So what it basically does, it says, okay, you've paid 6 payments, so it takes your monthly payments. How much will you have brought the capital down by that point? So in this case, we've dropped it to 22,329, and then it works out how much that incentive has really cost us. So you can see in this case, it wouldn't have been worth having. We've got VT calculators for both agreements. So VT calculator 1, look, is saying that we could effectively VT at December 24 after 31 months on the first agreement, and on the second agreement, after 27 months. Okay, so that's quite useful. And we've got settlement calculators as well. Now, I haven't got the amortization table yet because it's a little bit messy to put on the screen. But what I have done is incorporated a couple of settlement tabs. So if I was to say, how much is it going to cost me to settle this agreement after 2 years? You see, it's 16,341 for the first agreement. And let's put 24 in the second one, 16,110. So you can see it's going to be slightly cheaper. I might put in a few other tabs there to show you how much you would have paid after 24 months, and maybe another summary tab. Okay, so that's the PCP HP calculator. On to the electric vehicle salary sacrifice app, which is built in as well. So this has a salary calculator first. So if you just want to work out what your net salary is going to be, you can do that. So let's say we're earning £30,000 a year, and we've got our usual tax code, which is 1257L, and it's going to be 1257L for the next few years, unfortunately. Okay. You can put whether you've got student loans, whether your pension is taken pre or post tax. Won't bother with anything on there at the moment. You can get your hourly rate if you want to. So let's say you work a 37 hour week. £1.56. Oh, I put 3,000 rather than 30,000. Let's try again. Okay, so there we go. So our hourly rate is £15.59. Now you can put other salary sacrifice things in. So maybe you pay for gym membership or private medical or that kind of thing. You can put that on. But we'll leave all of these. And it tells us at the bottom, look, tells us how much tax we're paying at 20%, 40%, 45%, what our national insurance is, what the company national insurance is. And at the bottom, it gives us our net pay, look, of £2,017 a month, or 24,200 for the year. Okay. Then what we can do is we can say, okay, well, I'm thinking of getting an electric vehicle through salary sacrifice. So I've gone to the EV calculator tab, brings in our gross salary from the previous page. We can put whether we get a car allowance or not. I'll leave that for the time being, but you might get a car allowance, and then you might want to salary sacrifice that car allowance to get the most benefit from it. But let's say we're looking at a car that's, I don't know, £500 a month, so £6,000 a year in there. Okay, now then we can put the P11D value of the vehicle to get our benefit in kind. So let's say it's a £32,000 P11D value, and the benefit in kind on electric cars, as you know, until 24-25 is 2%. Who knows what it's going to be after that point. So it tells us our benefit in kind is £640, which reduces our standard tax code to 1193L. So at the bottom, it tells us what our new net pay will be. And it's telling us that with the benefit in kind tax, that £500 a month salary sacrifice car is actually costing us £344, and it's working out at a 31% saving. Now, it's also got an option on here, should your company choose to pass all or some of their company national insurance saving. So let's say they said, right, we're going to pass on 50% of what we're saving on your salary sacrifice. You can put 50% in there, and then you can see it brings it down to £319 a month in this example, 36% saving. Then we've got existing costs and anticipated electric vehicle costs. So let's say you're wondering whether it's worth getting out of your ICE car, your petrol or diesel car, and going to an electric vehicle. So let's say we've got existing finance, which is paid out of our net salary of, say, I don't know, £250 a month. And we're also paying road tax. So let's say that's £12.50 a month or whatever it is. Existing monthly insurance, let's say we're paying £30 a month car insurance. And let's say we do 800 miles a month. We can put our existing miles per gallon in. So let's say we get 40 mpg, and the current price of diesel, I don't know, probably £2. Let's put £1.81, something like that. So it tells us that in the UK, based on a UK gallon of 4.545 litres per gallon, at £8.27. So we would need 20 gallons, and it would cost us £165. We can put whether we get a mileage allowance from our business, yes or no. So let's say yes, and let's say out of that we do 400 business miles a month. And we get, say, I don't know, 25p for the first 10,000 miles a year, and then 10p over. So we would have a mileage claim of £100. You can, if your employer doesn't give you the standard HMRC rates of 45p a mile and 25p a mile, you can claim the difference and get it as a credit on your tax code. So if we go yes, it will adjust our tax code and change our net pay slightly. Let's say we've got £25 a month servicing costs. So there's our total cost to run that car, including any business mileage we get back, is £382 a month. So our new net pay is £1,667. So let's say, right, well, is it worth me getting a salary sacrificed electric vehicle? So go over to the next tab. Okay, so the efficiency in miles per kilowatt hour. So let's say we're looking at a car that does on average 3.5 miles per kilowatt hour. That's fairly standard. And let's say we charge only overnight at home. And let's say we've got Octopus Go. Now I'm going to use the new rate, which I think is 7.5 pence per unit. So you just put 0.075. Okay, so that's working out rounded to the nearest pence at 2 pence per mile. It's pulled in the 800 miles from the previous tab, and it tells us we would need 228 units of electricity, and it would cost us £17.14 to run that car. Yes, we might insure it ourselves, so let's say it's £25 a month to insure it. So the total cost is £42 in running costs. Now, I haven't on here assumed you're claiming for any business mileage. I probably will incorporate that. There are some rules around claiming mileage for electric vehicles. But this assumes our salary sacrifice and our running costs and tells us our net pay is £16.88. If we go to the final tab, it tells us that we would save £21.40 a month and have a yearly saving of £256. Now, that's not bad when you think about it, because the electric vehicle was £500 a month. And our example on an existing petrol car was only £250 a month. So if we were paying £500 a month out of our net pay to pay for HP or a personal loan on a car, you can see the savings now are £271 a month. So that's an overview of the app. I hope that was useful. Please comment below if you would find this interesting and worthwhile. If you're interested in a copy, I should say. I will let people know when it's finally ready to be released. I'm still not sure how I'm going to release it. But thanks for watching. I hope that was useful. Take care. See you next time.